Hello, I'm Rachel and you're watching 𝐾𝐿 TV live from Sydney. This is the Stocks in Action show. In today's show, we'll take a look at the latest updates from telecommunications company Telstra, Australian multinational contractor CIMIC and a blue chip wealth manager AMP. We'll also cover financial services company Perpetual and diversified energy company Genesis Energy. We'll be looking at the results during their respective financial year and dividend distribution. Lastly, we'll take a quick glance at developments across the ASX 200, so stay tuned. Firstly, shares of Telstra are trading up so far today. That's after the company shared its financial results for the 2021 financial year. The company announced a 3.4% rise in full-year net profit to $1.9 billion. That's an increase of 4% from last year. Telstra also announced an on-market share buyback of up to $1.35 billion. Its total income decreased 11.6%. The fall included a $650 million hit from the NBN headwind, along with a $380 million fall from the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic. Telstra's final dividend was 8 cents per share, a total dividend of 16 cents per share, which was held steady. Its basic earnings per share were 15.6 cents, up 2% year on year. For consumer and small business customers, digital sales interactions were up 9 percentage points to 39% compared to financial year 2020, which was already up strongly on the previous year. The overall digital service interactions now account for more than 73% of all service interactions. Moving on now, multinational contractor CIMIC saw their shares trading up today after an announcement about 𝐷eSys. 𝐷eSys was awarded a contract extension by MAC Energy Australia to continue providing mining services at the Mount Pleasant operation in the Hunter Valley. 𝐷eSys is CIMIC's 50% owned associate company, an international mining services company based in Brisbane. And MAC Energy is in the business of developing and operating economical and efficient energy sources. The contract will generate revenue of approximately $920 million to 𝐷eSys over 4.5 years. Since starting operations as a greenfield mine back in 2017, 𝐷eSys will continue to provide full-scope mining services, including drill and blast, overburden removal, coal mining services and rehabilitation. 𝐷eSys has a strong presence in the Hunter Valley, where it provides mining services at 3 mines. It says it works to deliver social benefits via local employment and training, local procurement, community engagement and Indigenous affairs. 𝐷eSys partners with its clients to work in open cut and underground mining across Australia, Asia, Africa and the Americas. Moving on now to blue chip wealth manager AMP. They're currently seeing their shares trading up so far today. That's as the company released its financial results for the first half of 2021. The company achieved a first half underlying net profit after tax of $181 million, up 57%. This is due to improved economic and market conditions and ongoing transformational strategy. It reflects an increase of $48 million in the first half of 2020. Investment income is from the improved returns on the group's cash investments, growth in China Life Pension Company earnings, including first cash dividend, and contributions from Resolution Life Australasia. Demerger planning is also on track for sale of its global equities and fixed income business. It's to complete in the first half. The board have decided not to pay shareholders an interim dividend. Now it's time for a very short break, but stay tuned. I'll be back with more trending updates from the Australian market.
Hi there, James Preston for 𝐾𝐿 TV. Are you into gaming and virtual reality? Does AI and the endless possibilities it entails capture your interest? Or are you constantly trawling through the web to try and discover the latest updates and innovations in the tech space? Well, let us do the work for you. From the latest product launches to shocking affairs on the World Wide Web, exclusive interviews and information about the top companies like Apple and Google to brand new tech startups vying for your attention. 𝐾𝐿 Tech Beat has the latest in what matters in the world of technology. Join me every single Monday on the Tech Beat, exclusive to 𝐾𝐿 TV.
Hello and welcome back. This is Rachel, your host, live from 𝐊𝐼𝐴 Studios, and you're watching the Stocks in Action show. Financial services company Perpetual shares are trading lower so far today. That's after the company announced that it's acquired Jacaranda Financial Planning, a Sydney and Melbourne-based boutique wealth advisory firm. Jacaranda is focused on the high net worth market segment with funds under advice of $915 million. That's at the 30th of June. Jacaranda will retain its team of 24, including 9 advisors that hope to accelerate Perpetual Private's advisor growth strategy. Lastly, shares of diversified energy company Genesis Energy are up. That's after the company signed a long-term renewable electricity agreement with Contact Energy. Contact will be supplying Genesis Energy with renewable electricity for 15 years. That's starting from 2025. It's a long-term renewable power purchase agreement. With this, Genesis Energy will take up to 62.5 megawatts of electricity, meaning 41% of the output capacity from Contact's geothermal power station at Tauhara in New Zealand. The power station is under construction and expected to be complete by mid-2023. The agreement is a low-cost deal to help keep electricity prices as low as possible and encourages development of new renewable generation in New Zealand. The power station is set to displace 450,000 tonnes per year of carbon emissions for New Zealand. Now, before wrapping up, let us quickly glimpse through developments across equity and commodity markets. The S&P ASX 200 was up today, gaining 12.1 points or 0.16%. Integrated grain business GrainCorp shares are up 11.7%, while general insurance and reinsurance company QBE Insurance Group shares are up 6.57%. 6 of 11 sectors are higher today along the S&P ASX 200 index. Consumer staples is today's best performing sector, while utilities is the worst performing sector so far in morning trade. Well, that's all from me for now. Stay tuned with 𝐊𝐼𝐴 TV for more live market updates. We'll be back with more news on the markets, the economy, diverse themes and sectors, and more news on reporting season for today. I'm Rachel, signing off for now.